live. It's official. We're on and ripping and roaring. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the general chat if you want to check out this stream, Shenanigans too. But that's where it's gonna be posted there. All right. Sorry for the delay, everybody. We were trying to figure out how we could do multi-streaming, and but we gotta wait. So we'll probably do that next week. So we'll be streaming on here and on YouTube next week. All right. Welcome to the podcast. Today's guest is Shenanigans. He's a friend of the show here. We're gonna be covering some really juicy topics today. Not Drake. God damn, Dex. Are we gonna be talking about Drake later today?
Yeah, we can.
All right, let's do that one. I'm dude. So we'll go over that later. Let's get this fired up, dude. I got the theme song queued, ready to go. Thanks everybody. I see you all in the chat starting to pop in. Welcome. I'm gonna fire up the intro. Let's rock and roll. Oh shit! Is it even going? Where's my intro? Why is it not working? Oh my god, it's not working. What the heck? Oh, I know why. I'm hitting the wrong button. Now I got the... I'm sorry. I'm so out of it today. Intro queued up. Get ready. Let's go. Get hyped. What the heck?
Warning. The Atom&Dex show contains adult language, adult content, psychological mayhem. Listener discretion is advised. And now, the internet's most bannable podcast, the Atom&Dex Show.
Now it's cooking.
Yes, sir.
Now we're cooking, dude. Get the
Yes, sir.
let's get the marinade. Let's get the sauces flowing. You know what I mean? Let's get the spice working. All right, Dex, we're gonna we're gonna fire this one up. Kind of leave off where we left off of off of our a few shows ago. So we got a tweet here from Dr. Eli David saying that in the Holocaust, this is from Prime Minister of Israel Netanyahu. In the Holocaust, no nation came to our aid. Nobody came to the aid in the Holocaust. Not one. Nobody defeated the Germans. Nobody did it. Didn't happen. Today, again, we face enemies bent on our destruction. If Israel is forced to stand alone, Israel will stand alone again. We will defeat our enemies. Never again is now. Dex, what do you... Hold on. Well, let me turn to Shenanigans. Shenanigans, this is our guest, by the way, for today, Shenanigans.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What do you think about the Prime Minister saying that nobody ever helped Israel during the Holocaust?
I mean, I guess just something laughable, bro. Like, okay, like how he can be saying like no nation came to our aid. Like, I mean, he just threw it out there, right?
Yeah. Dude, to me, it's like I'll let Dex hit his thoughts on this one. It is pretty laughable though.
No, yeah, it's just delusion, man. It's just delusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's hyping up the same narrative for no reason, like where they're always the victim yet the oppressor at the same time. It's so weird. And then this is all, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is all entertainment. This is all fake news. None of it's real. It's all false. And this is just our opinions and just interesting, right? It's just interesting to look at, to go, nobody sent them $14 billion in aid this year, right? I don't think any country... Oh, wait, America did that. So Nobody's helping you. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Crybabies. Sick of it. All right. Moving on. Let's go to this one.
And really, I mean, during the Holocaust times, that war, the only reason they lost that one is because Jackass decided to push Russia in the winter, right? So he almost
Well,
won, but
that I mean, yeah, during the but at the same time, they went
and
belly
I
up.
mean, they had America helping them then, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the Americans, the Brits, and I can't remember who else was allied. I want to say the French, but I can't remember. But even still, it's like they were in concentration camps. They lost that battle to the Germans, and then without the aid of the other countries coming in and creating World War Two, sorry, then they would still be in that predicament, right? But moving on. All right, moving on. That was just a funny one. Topic, we can glaze over that one. All right. So I think it's MIT. I can't remember. I think it's Massachusetts Institute of Technology, right? Tosses controversial diversity statement hiring requirement, becoming first elite U.S. university to throw away the practice, and they said it doesn't work. What do you think about this one, Shenanigans? Let me get your thoughts. Do you think
Um,
DEI works, dude? Diversity, inclusion, or
I mean,
diversity, equity, and inclusion. Do you think that works?
I don't think so, bro.
That's funny.
I don't think so. Um, I mean, what I was looking at, it's just that is like the equity and the inclusion of the as an employment condition,
Yep.
uh,
Yep.
becoming the first elite university in the country, uh, to do away with the controversial practice. Free speech and delegate. Nah,
Yeah. It's like I'll let Dex get his
Yeah, I mean,
speech.
I do think, I mean, in certain situations, yeah, it helps. It helps to communicate with different types of people, different cultures and understandings of people, and especially if you work in a job where it's like, you have to branch out and communicate with other nations or other peoples. But hiring people just strictly based off ethnicity and color, I mean, just because, that's kind of crazy. I mean, for a company standpoint, I think, you want to hire the best, the highest skilled person for that position, regardless of skin color, regardless of race, and regardless of anything. You want the highest skilled person suitable for that job. Period.
I agree.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a lot of jobs used to be based on. I mean, certain jobs you can get away with doing. Like I have to Walmart, hires a lot of different people, a lot
Right.
of diversities and stuff like that, and that's good because it helps the community out and stuff. But when there's certain jobs that require a certain skill set, and if you're not hiring based off a skill set and merit, then you're probably gonna start lacking in quality control, right? Kind of like if Dex, if you hired a bunch of people that don't know how to build bridges
You
and
do
don't
it
know how
all
to
the
do
time.
it and don't and yeah, you're probably your bridges aren't going to be the best bridges in the country, right?
hmm
Just but it's like look at the NBA, right? I don't think there's a whole ton of diversity in the NBA, but there's a little bit, right? But they're doing what they're
hmm
doing because they hired the best people to be on those teams, right?
Right.
That's the merit, right? They earned the right to be the best of best to be on that team to have the most success, right? So it's similar in with MIT. This is the most prestigious school in America for science and technology, right? this is where like our leading physicists and stuff like that come from. And if we start saying, I don't really necessarily want the best people to be the best physicists and scientists in our planet, in the States, we need to get somebody who, just because we need a diversity hire in here, and now you're bringing the quality of the entire team down, which is what they're saying. They're just
but I do feel like there are some positions that you could do that. You can,
yeah, for sure.
You can diversify in certain positions, but then when and that's what they're doing anyways. I think majority majority of companies, they're not going to put somebody underqualified in a very
right,
skill.
Well, it's the reason why you don't have any women in the NBA right now.
Right.
Like, honestly, right?
I mean,
because they wouldn't do very well.
Right.
Or there's no women in the men's soccer leagues. What was that one? Women's, like the national fucking champions, and they went out and they played against some like retired team, and the retired men's team just dominated them. They scored like 11-0. It's like that, where it's like, there's a reason why they're not on those teams. If they were, you shouldn't just go, I need a woman to be in here for diversity, equanimity, and inclusion.
Right.
And this MIT is just tossing the fact that they're requiring their applicants to even have a statement regarding that. Meaning, like, they used to say, hey, when you're applying for here, we want you guys to tell us what you're going to do to help with diversity, equanimity, and inclusion. So now they're just saying, you know what, fuck it, we don't even need that anymore. We like you, we're hiring. So we're gonna hire you based off of qualification. But anyways, we can move on from this.
That's a boss move. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Good for MIT.
What do we got this one? Cities attempt.
Will they get crossfire or get fired back at? Yeah, probably. But anyways, yeah.
Oh, well, we'll see. I mean, a lot of this stuff's starting to fly under the radar, and they're letting this stuff loose right now. Like, there's a lot of like anti-narrative stuff going on right now, which is really interesting, and they're just letting it go. Cities, I think, because they know that if they push back on it, it's going to force people to want to push back more. Anyway, so city's attempt to cut Texas man's grass leads to a standoff, a fire, and his death. Police say a SWAT officer shot the man after he exited the home with weapons in his hand, according to police in Austin. And we got a little infographic in here. Mow your lawn. The guy said, "Fuck you." I'll let Shenanigans. What do you think about this one? Shenanigans, did he do AFK on us? Brandon, you back? Where'd you go? All right. He might have went AFK. He might have needed to hit the restroom or something. Dex, I'll let you spit your game on this one.
Yeah, so which, by the way, guys, we do not study this. This is all freestyle, so I have not even looked at this. So you're telling me there was a SWAT officer who went into another man's yard and started cutting grass?
No. So
a city like the city called in and wanted somebody to cut his grass, so they started cutting his grass. He came out with weaponry and they shot him down.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I'm confused as to why they're going. Why are they bringing guns to cut somebody's grass? I'm confused about this whole situation.
Man.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Did you lose your mic?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're talking about this right here, where hold on. Let me look it up a little more. Let me see. Let Dex include you on this one, or fill you in on this one. All right. Cities attempt to cut Texas man. Okay, let me see. Let's read a little more into this. And it says, an attempt by Austin officials to serve a search warrant and provide lawn care resulted in shots fired. That's what's going on. an hour-long standoff and a house fire and a death. Police say on Wednesday. So that gives you a little bit more context there. So why would they have a search warrant? I don't know. The warrant was left on the door of contractors. The city's code enforcement began working on the lawn, and an hour later, the residents started shooting from inside the house.
Oh,
Wow. And they immediately backed off. They got all staff and was working on the house.
okay.
This
So
here
the guy didn't want his lawn caught. He didn't want his lawn touched, man. Period.
Yeah. I think he was
He
like didn't want them
trying to
there.
grow a forest. Yeah.
And I think there's certain like areas of Texas where like once you own your property, you can pretty much do just about anything if you're outside of like the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think that was the SWAT team, bro. I think that was the HOA. Just pulling up to the house.
The HOA, yeah, for sure, dude. The HOA, but the Karen showed up with her warrant to cut his fucking grass, and he said, "Fuck you."
Fuck you. My husband is a SWAT team. You know what? It's gonna be anything to get into your lawn.
Oh man, that's so funny. It's so funny that this is coming up because I just saw this one the other day too. So a guy got so this one was cracking me up. So this guy right here, he once again the city was like, "Hey, you need to paint your put a fence up, right? So we don't see your stupid boat in your driveway anymore, right?" The neighbors complained, we're bitching about it, and so the guy's like, "All right, I got you. I'll put a fence up. Don't worry, I'll do it. I got you." So he puts a fence up, and he paints the fence to look exactly like his fucking boat. So that's like a big fuck. That's a big fuck you.
Oh,
It's so
okay.
fucking funny, dude.
Damn.
That is fucking gangster, man.
What
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah, what a savage, right? Like, he went out and was like, "I'm gonna hire somebody that's goddamn good at painting, and we're gonna make this shit look legit," just to say fuck you to his piece of shit neighbors. I think
That is awesome.
I think that's what this is kind of getting at here. Is just like, what's too much overreach? You know what I mean? What's too much? What's too much? Because is that the neighbors? Is that what's going on here with the situation?
Well, I mean, I will say if you live in a neighborhood and you're paying these monthly expenses to
but
keep it
doesn't
nice,
say that though, man. Like he's not
Yeah,
in
no,
the HOA, bro.
oh, okay. Well, if he's not in the HOA, then fuck off. But if he is, that's part of like you're paying to keep the community nice, bro, and like
Right.
keep your shit up. You need to do it. But I mean, if not, go buy some fuck. If you don't like HOAs, go buy some land. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like with me, I get it where, okay, I live in like a fire area, so if I don't keep my lawn to a certain level, the fire department will put a notice on my shit saying they're gonna fine me, right?
Okay.
Which is like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, the fuck, who gives it? You know what I mean? Like, but I guess, and that's just living in California, right? And so I think this is like a similar situation where they're like, they have some sort of ordinance to say, "Hey, you need to trim your shit, or we're gonna come out here and trim the shit for you," which is cool. At least they were like, "We'll trim it for you."
But we're gonna charge you.
Right.
A very handsome, hefty fee.
It's gonna cost your life.
And a nut.
And a nut. Don't forget the nut.
Oh
Yeah.
man, but no, I mean it sucks. The dude's lost his life over a lawn, man. That sucks. But
yeah, I mean,
either keep your grass cut or don't shoot people for trying to cut your lawn.
Yeah. Let me see. Do you...
I mean, at least it didn't say nothing about being a racial stuff.
I mean, I don't think they're
Right?
I think in this situation it was just like more about like what's the
Rage,
how much oversight and government overreach is like
Mhm.
how much are they allowed to say what you can do with your life and your property, I guess is kind of like where
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing it from. Like why did this guy feel vilified to do that? You know.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know the restrictions of his land or whatnot. So, but yeah, that sucks. I think. I mean, of course, with the feds now, you can't own your land. You got to pay taxes on it forever. But so basically, you don't own it. But if you do own land, I believe that you should be able to defend it or do whatever you want with it, right? So, sucks for that guy. But he went out with a bang, bro. So, more honor to him.
All right, we're gonna get the next one here. So this is another. Once again, all this is all entertainment, man. All fake. No, this is real. Breaking: the AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine is being withdrawn worldwide after the pharmaceutical giant admitted it can cause a rare and dangerous side effect, according to the Telegraph. What do you think about that one, Shenanigans? Let me get your input there.
Wait, let me give you something better.
Oh shit! All right, what do we got?
Oh shit!
All right, we
All
got a
right.
three-way.
All right. So sorry, I didn't hear you when you were reading it. So just let me just get back to it.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's basically saying the AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine has been withdrawn,
Mm-hmm.
so they're no longer going to push that product or have that product available due to it causing a dangerous side effect.
I mean, that's.
I would like
I
to know what
mean,
that side effect is, right?
right? That's been something going on with with the vaccines of the coronavirus. Like a lot of people just like didn't want to take them just because of that. Like basically, like they just pull it out of their ass, like say like, oh yeah, look, we have three type of vaccines. You know,
Yeah.
and you know, I mean, at least I was one of the ones taking the vaccine. The I think it was called uh
Which one?
the
You took
I don't remember.
Moderna, Pfizer.
I think it was the
You
Pfizer.
took
Yeah, I think it was
Pfizer.
the Pfizer.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, yeah, I'm still alive, bro.
Yeah, you made it through.
I
You did good.
made it too, man.
You're a survivor, man.
I just got three arms. I'm like shit.
You did you
Nah, but
take any
like
of the boosters?
just one of them. Just one of them.
Just one, right? Yeah. I heard once
Yeah,
you
just
start
a
taking more,
extra.
then it starts adding up.
A little extra cancer to my body, but yeah. But
It's nothing you can't deal with. Dex, what do you think, man? What do you think about this one?
Yeah, I'm not a vaccine fan. I never did it, never took it, never will. As long as they don't bust into my house and force it upon me. Um, but
True.
yeah, I mean, I think it's been like a rumor for all of them for quite some time. I mean, it hasn't been like publicized like this and then snatched off the shelves. But that I mean, that's interesting. That's I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, man. And that's why I don't participate right there.
Yeah, I think I can go into a lot of my thoughts on all the vaccines and what I think and feel about it, but like I think in this scenario, I think the important is like what is that dangerous side effect and why aren't they saying like what it is, you know? And I think it's because they don't want to have like cause. What's frustrating about the whole like vaccine situation is they knew that this was a possibility having dangerous side effects, right? And they put because it was an emergency state that they had this where'd you go, Dex just took off. He said sayonara.
and like yeah.
With the vaccines they had this like immunity, right? Which is funny, right? What a so they gave themselves like what is it man, like litigious
Okay.
like immunity where it's like they can't get sued if shit like this goes awry because it's an emergency and they rushed it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's no recourse for people to go, hey, I got this vaccine and now I have these health problems afterwards, or my uncle or aunt got the vaccine and they died, and there's no legal recourse, right? But that's to me the like sketchy and controversial part of this. And it's like, I mean, there's a lot more. We've had like 4 years of how people feel about this, and I think it was frustrating and not great that people had to lose their jobs. They were told to get the vaccine or lose their job too. That kind of fucked up a lot of the economy. A lot of, anyways. That's another one for another day. I'm gonna move on to this topic because I think it's pretty funny. So, controversial Hitler quote printed in Sacramento school newspaper. The quote is quoted as saying, "Hitler's got some good ideas from the government class."
What?
What do you think about that one, Shenanigans? What do you think
Hey.
here? You think
It's a good idea. Oh, that's the government class. Okay. I mean,
you think he had some good ideas, or do you think that the school pit newspaper kind of fucked up and didn't catch that quote?
I mean, he had his own ideas, right? But I don't think it was the, good ideas.
You don't think total world domination and yeah. Anyways, all that.
I mean that sounds nice if you're dominating it, not being the one dominating.
Yeah, it's always good for the victor, right? Whoever wins.
Yeah.
All right, Dex, let me get your take on this one. What do you think happened here?
Yeah, I mean, I think I want to know what ideas we're talking about first of all, but
where were the good ones, right?
I will say this. Now, I'm not saying I side with the man or anything or his ideas, but you get multi-millions of people to follow you in uniform and in unison. You're doing something morally that people are attracted to. Or you have a common enemy that people want to defeat. So something was going on. What kind of ideas were they? Were good ideas, meaning like he was manipulating genius, maybe, or was it good ideas as in he was fighting the right enemy? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not.
Is this like a new age theme where more people, once they get further away from like World War II and the Holocaust, like people become more and more like Nazi sympathizers? Is that what I'm hearing here?
No, I'm not a sympathizer. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what occurred, bro. I don't know the truth. You know what I mean? I don't know the history behind it, but I do know that there's recordings that millions of people followed him.
100%.
So
no, you don't become influential to that degree for being an idiot or being not influential, right?
Right.
Like, I get some people could say otherwise with like Kim Kardashian or something like that, but that's female. I'm talking about usually with men. You don't get a lot of men siding with an idiot, and saying let's I like your idea, let's roll with this. But I mean, also, who knew what kind of a grip he had on like authority and stuff? But I don't know.
Right. I mean, he could have been all the way around terrible. I don't know, but
I mean, he did a lot of things that like advanced society in general, right? You know what I mean? Like a lot of our aircraft advancements came from him. A lot of our military advancements came from him. And
he showed how to make soap.
yeah. Hitler's influence over soap globally. No, because that's where like Project Paperclip and stuff like that came from. That's like we took like Oppenheimer and Einstein. Like a lot of these German scientists came from over there that the American government took from World War II, right? And so they used them and their scientific abilities to advance our own, causes here in the U.S., right? But
and I mean, a lot of people, he's evil. He's no good. But I mean,
I got a hair.
Ted Kaczynski was also evil, and he had some damn good points and damn good predictions that in his manifesto that come to light. And hey,
Okay. I get
you
the
might be
angle with it.
evil, but you might be great at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
not
get what
great
you're
as in
saying.
like
I get what you're saying. I see the angle you're coming from. It's
Right.
like, is Bill Cosby cool for raping those women? Probably not. But did I laugh at his jokes? Absolutely. Right?
absolutely right.
Right? Like, do I find his. Did I watch The Cosby Show? You got me. I did. Busted.
But I'm not raping
watched,
people.
but I'm
You
not
know what I
going
mean?
around saying I think he's great for raping, right?
Right. Exactly. And I
He's the
think
raper, bro.
I don't know. I think when you don't know, I believe if you don't know the truth about something and no one else really knows the truth, you got to look at both sides. You got to look at you have to. Whether it could
Yep.
be the worst evil ever, you still got to look at that side. And I feel like a lot of people run from that and they go with what people tell them like, "Oh, this is good, this is bad." Yes, yes, yes. Good, bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of like like you can spin certain things a certain way where it's like you guys don't want, you know, uh like with the school, let's use school shootings for example. Like you guys don't want school shootings to happen, right? And so everybody goes, yeah, that's a bad thing, I don't want those to happen. Okay, well then we need to take your guns away.
Right.
So
Right.
it's kind of like that where it's like, well, we all agree that Hitler shouldn't have, or let's use anybody from let's use Vlad the Impaler. He shouldn't have been going around killing people, right? And then so therefore everything that person did was probably bad, right? It's kind of like that, right?
Right.
Where it's like, I'm sure there was a lot of good thing, or what wasn't it? Gaddafi, right? Let's use Gaddafi. Just kidding. All right. But yeah, we can move on from that one. It's just, I think it's funny that this got some kid in class with him.
I mean, it looks like a fortune cookie or
It
something,
does,
bro.
man. Like,
It looks like
well, I think they did that as an excerpt, like to
okay.
yeah, so that way people can see the context. But it totally
But
does look like a fortune cookie.
that is
bro.
crazy. I mean, I want to know the kid. I wish they would have showed the kid, his parents.
Yeah,
Like all that would have been great. That would have been
dude.
great
Imagine
context.
cracking a fortune cookie. Hitler's got some good ideas.
Oh shit!
What an interesting fortune. Hang on to that.
I'm gonna look up his political views later.
Well, time to start reading Mein Kampf. All right. Ah, fuck, dude, that's so funny. I mean, supposedly that guy was left doing meth and shit and all night.
That's
and
what they
talking
say.
and talking to demons and shit. So that's whatever. I don't know. All right, let's what do you think about this one? Philosophy is dead. Intellectuals as a class are over, and the smartest men alive are posting cartoon frogs. Like
I mean, that's
the
about
Pepe
right.
Frogs. What do you think?
That's about right.
Oh god, what do you think about that one, Shenanigans?
Wait. So philosophy is dead. Intellectuals also class are over. Smartest man alive. Okay. Okay, I kind of get it now. Okay.
Yeah,
I was not getting it for the me.
posting
Okay.
those
I
Pepe
mean,
memes.
exactly. I mean, it's true, bro. Like, it just get into like, everyone being like before, back in like, the evolution. Like the man used to be like, hunting for his food, or even though like the man was the one creating basically everything, right? Because of the evolution, like making a fire, making everything, right? And now, like it just comes to these days, like where everyone just like it into a share, and this is just like be posting memes about a shoe, and then and then just call it like Pepe. I'm like,
Pepe.
what the fuck is that? Like, like,
Pepe's great, man.
yeah,
That's
I
what
don't
I
know.
say.
It's a great man, bro. It's a great frog. It's a great frog.
I think it's kind of like, oh, I'll let Dex shoot his thoughts out there.
Yeah, no, I mean it's true. Like our truth seekers are people behind a fucking computer screen, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, you had people who just fucking they see something that was morally incorrect or something that they didn't see fit. They went out and they got a group of like-minded people and fucking went to war with them and fucking they proved their fucking points. Nowadays, people who are spreading the truth and fighting the wars are behind the computer screens. So, I mean, you got artists nowadays who take a fucking paintbrush and splat a canvas, and people are like, they're fucking genius. And it's like, yeah, our intellectual, yeah, it's true. It's like
Yeah.
everything that is genius or great is like fucking retarded now.
So
and watered down for capitalism like purposes. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. No. Piggyback off of what you're saying. I think so. Philosophy back in the day used to be the people that were the thinkers, right? And I think philosophy is now theorists, right? So people who are coming up with theories, and it's a similar thing with philosophy, but I think that, and those people were people that were regarded as the like intellectuals of their time, right? Like Plato, Socrates, you can go on, Nietzsche, Goethe, but like or Confucius. Anyways, but it's kind of like the intellectuals right now are being relegated to being called like conspiracy theorists, even though a lot of people are like, just because it's anti mainstream narrative, right? And this is people who have degrees and people who have are highly respected by their peers and stuff like that, and yet because they don't have the same ideals as the mainstream narrative, then they get shot down as this guy's a wacko, or this guy's crazy, and this guy's a conspiracy theorist. And instead of back in the day, he would have been just called a philosopher, right?
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I think there's a reason. If you look up fluoride and where it's at, right, and how it's in all public drinking water, and its effects on your intelligence, and how it's in almost all fucking toothpaste, there's a reason why they want you to have a consistent amount or intake of fluoride, right? And they try to scrub that shit from the internet, and that's anyways. Yeah, I think they don't want people to be intelligent. I think they want people. I think they have enough. I think they have enough people globally where they can pick and choose who they want.
Dude, I don't even know
They
if
don't want
like
outliers.
I don't even know if they're scared of intelligence as much as they're scared of the fucking person who's ready to do it, who's ready to go. You know what I mean? That's the motherfucker I think they're scared of, really. But yeah, intelligence, yeah, is also. But because I mean, it takes intelligence, I guess, to form a group of people and get them in.
Yeah, I think I think that they're not afraid of the dummy that's gonna go. Remember that guy that set himself on fire and had like some fucking like manifesto of like anti big government shit? I don't think they're afraid of that guy. Right?
Oh yeah, from the other week.
Yeah, from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, no, they're not scared of him.
So that guy, even though he's like kind of smart, they're like, all right, this guy's gonna do something. All right, let him do it. He's gonna go kill himself anyway.
Yeah.
I think that they don't want the people that are gonna put something together and actually get traction behind it. I think they want those people not around. And the only way you're gonna have that is when everybody's on that level, right? when everybody is elevated and unified. And that's
Well,
why
that's what happens. You get one guy who's about it, who's ready to go, who's intelligent, and then formulates that like-minded type of group, and then everyone starts taking his ideas and making it their own, and then that's when it gets crazy, and that's when they start to panic.
Oh,
that's
that's why they're killing
the.
they're killing the nuclear family. They're killing the communities. They shut all that shit down. They want everybody isolated, so that way, even when you get that one outlier who's ready to do something about it, he goes out and sets himself on fire and kills himself.
Because nobody else is gonna set themselves on fire, you know. So,
everybody else with me on this? Nah, we're good, man. I like to eat barbecue, not become it. But yeah. All right, I think we can go into this topic here. I think this one was pretty interesting. Shenanigans, you ready? We're on this one right here. The Glenn Big Baby Davis, he was a basketball player, and he was sentenced to 40 months in prison over a fraud scheme, and specifically like a health insurance fraud scheme that he was doing with the basketball association. Do you think it's justified that he's getting damn near 4 years in prison, well, over 3 years in prison, because he was doing a fraud scheme? Do you think that's...
I mean, not nearly 4 years, you know, maybe like a year or two, you know, that would be nice, but like going out around 4 years. I mean, you know, when you're talking about scamming, you know, like fraud, you know, most likely, that's something serious, you know. Like the government doesn't play around with that shit normally.
No, they don't.
And more with like insurance like stuff. Oh, like, I mean, obviously, I'm not justifying saying you know, I don't know what he was doing, you know, with that kind of like stuff. I don't know if he was getting money or he was just getting just like, you know, what he was getting, you know, with that, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't dive into what he was doing. I just know he's being convicted or sentenced because of healthcare fraud. Mm-hmm. Right. So, Dex, what do you think about this one?
Oh, dude, yeah, you just opened up a case, man. First of all, we're talking some healthcare. Yeah, let me tell you, that's been a scam from the get-go. So, true. Second of all, the prison system, the sentencing system, whatever they got going on is fucking retarded anyways. I've never in my life seen somebody murder somebody, go to prison for 10 years, but some dude fucking was a drug dealer, massive drug dealer, federal, you know, level, and go 25 to life. What kind of retarded shit is that? You're putting somebody, it just depends whose money you're fucking with. Yep. And if you're fucking with their money, you're going for life. If you kill a guy, we don't really care about the guy you killed. You did something bad. They know about it. We got to sit you down for 10. But if you don't fuck with our money, we'll let you out. We'll get you out of there. Don't fuck with our, you fuck with our money, 25 to life. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's fucking retarded. This guy, he got a slap on the wrist for 4 years. If he was fucking with their money at all and only got 4 years, he should be praying to Jesus every night. And federal doesn't fuck around either, dude. If you're going to federal, they're going to what is it, 99%, 98% conviction rate or something. This dude it's a blessing that he got what he got.
Yeah, man, you fucking hit the nail on the head. I don't think I really have too much to add to that. Like, it's usually
basically
it's kind of like showing. Sorry. No, you're fine. It's kind of like showing the hypocrisy, right? Where it's like, all right, we got let's see here, Epstein, that guy. He's about to shed some news. Let's go, fucking just kill him, get that out of the way. All the people that were on his island committing crimes. Fuck those people. They're our homies. So we won't convict them of anything. Wait a minute, this guy is taking money from us and using our fraudulent insurance scams and schemes against us. That guy's got to go to prison. We can't have other people
Mm-hmm.
replicating him and abusing our systems. Put him, make a fucking martyr out of this guy. Make an example of this man. Put him away for 4 years in prison. Yeah, that's the way I see that one. Anyways, what were we gonna say?
I'm telling you, 4 years is light for this guy. If he was fucking with their money, 4 years is light, man.
Bro, it's like the
It really
fucking
is.
Alex Jones things. It's like, dude, like that guy getting fucking sentenced to pay back $1 billion after he didn't even like he had a news like a fake news fucking station, right? Or what was this thing, infowars.com or some shit, and he said
Yeah.
that he thinks that Sandy Hook was like a false flag event, right?
Right.
And some of it is sketchy, man. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
he
like
gets,
the parents literally, they interview the parents of the shooting, and then like
yeah,
years later they're in another case shooting, in Texas on the news,
yeah.
different names,
Like if
look just
other
alike.
like if other news companies do like false information and they print a redaction and an apology, right? And at worst they pay like $1 million or some shit, right? But they make him pay $1 billion fucking dollars and just be like straight up convict him, even though the court in Texas only convicted him of like 40 million to pay back. Like, I don't know, it's pretty ridiculous. It's them making an example, right?
Right.
Kind of like the January 6th shit. Like, hey, there was federal agents there. There was CIA agents out in the fucking crowd that day, and they're going after people like the real people that were there and sending them to prison and convicting them and like federal crimes and shit like that.
He was
To set an
basically
example, so to scare
poking
people.
the bear. You poke the bear, they're gonna make sure you know you're poking the bear and not to do it again.
Yeah,
You know
basically.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
there you
Right.
go. 100%. All right, sorry. Anyways, go ahead, Shenanigans. What were we gonna say about that?
Oh well, I was just kind of reading about it, and he said Davis previously committed or submitted $132,000 worth of fabricants medical claims for reimbursement, and also he was doing
How
he
much
said that
money?
he was making 132,000
The dude was
$132,000.
making millions of dollars, bro. Like they couldn't just be like, "Here, you pay this back?" No, they slammed him with
Right?
4 years in prison. Damn, bro, that sucks. It's like
My
when
Yeah,
thing
and
is,
also
if you're an NBA star, why the fuck are you doing this? Are you brain
right.
dead,
Dex,
dog?
Dex, have you not
Oh
seen the statistics of people that are ex NBA players that go bankrupt?
no, probably because they're fucking retarded and buy stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's a good percentage of NBA and football players that had shit tons of money and
Bro,
they
don't they
are
get signed like $40
bankrupt,
million
bro.
contracts and shit, dog?
Tons of money, bro.
Bro,
Tons.
you give me 2 mil and we're chilling for life. You know what I mean?
Give me
Right.
1 mil, I'll stretch that bitch so far, bro.
Right.
Give me 1 mil,
I
dude.
mean, but at least
What
you're gonna know
the
what to do with
hell?
those $2 million, right? They're just
Dude,
gonna be like, you know what, 1 million, I bought this house, and they're just gonna be steadily buying some dumb shit. And then they're gonna be like, oh, rent day, there's nothing else, so they just gonna be fine. Gotta sell the house, gotta sell everything.
here you go. You ready?
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
So, here, I'll just post it
Can
right
we
here.
can we see what this guy specifically the contract he signed for? Is that possible?
Who, Big Baby David? Oh, sure, we could probably find out what he had. All right, but here we go. How many I put at NAB? I'm off it today. NBA
What?
players. Yeah, Sports Illustrated article. It reports that 78% of NFL players and 60% of NBA players face serious financial hardships after retirement.
Damn.
That check ain't coming in, and all those houses and cars you bought. Oh man, poor souls, man.
Glenn Davis, NBA contract.
People, this is a prime example of living humble is the best way to live.
Yeah.
Have just what you need. Be fit. Buy bullets.
Yeah. So
Stay
like
healthy.
his
Fuck everything else.
his total career
Yeah.
earnings were $34 million, and they're hitting him for 4 years in prison for $120K, bro.
Yeah, and also he said there's
How does
another
that add up?
example of Davis saying he fraud submitting 27,000 dollars worth of dental work in Beverly Hills.
They
Oh,
should put him away for 15 at least.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
disgrace, bro.
That's it, man. Shut him down.
Like he should not even be in society, bro. Like he's a disgrace. You're making 40 mil, dog, and you're trying to. What have you done with your money? You don't need to scam health insurance. You
That's what
retard,
I'm
bro.
saying, man. Like, where's
Put him
that money go?
just put him under the prison, bro. Like fuck it,
You know what?
bury him.
He's so broke, he needs to be in prison just to eat, man. That's what's going on here. Yeah, I'm kidding. Dex or Shenanigans. I don't know if you guys heard
Yes.
about this, but there was an aurora borealis happening in a greater area the last couple of days. It's ending tonight, I believe, due to the electromagnetic field. There was like a fuck, I can't remember what it was. What they called it. They had their own specific term. But anyways, so you were able to see the northern lights in like California and shit.
Right? Yeah. I heard about this.
What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, I also got the time of seeing one of them here in Vegas.
Oh, you did?
Um,
Nice.
Yeah, we went to we gotta drive out because basically they said that you have to be in a dark area and basically not see anything, like no lights. So we went to a part, it was called Mount Charleston. So basically it's just a mountain. Basically the area basically like normally it snows and stuff, but barely light. And yeah, I got to see like just a couple like it was like a purple light
Yeah.
from the sky. It was
Yeah.
pretty nice. Like nothing too crazy because in the area that we were, it was like I think they said that it was barely visible.
Yeah.
Uh,
It was like I live in Northern California, and like I went outside and I didn't really see anything. They're like, you have to use your phone because the phone will
yeah,
pick up the like that particular light spectrum, but I don't know about it.
mm,
Um,
yeah, basically.
this is what it was called. Sorry, a powerful geomagnetic storm.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what's really funny about the? I'll talk about that. But go ahead, Dex. What do you think about this, dude?
Yeah, I mean,
What do you think about these
we've been hearing
globes?
about the flares and stuff like that. The globes, I don't believe in the stupid ass globes, but I'm not gonna do this on this channel. But yeah, I'm not with all that science shit, man.
You're not
So
with it.
yeah, I like the all naturals. What God gives us.
You like those glow? You like the pancakes, man. You don't like the.
I mean, they kind of remind me of some nice pair of tits, but other than that, it's just it ain't real, bro. Nice pair of honkers.
Some nice melons there, man.
Yeah.
You know, let's take this back to here we go. They're like, hey, we're getting hit with this geomagnetic storm, okay? And we might have poles shifting, and we might have, solar radiation hitting the Earth. Yet they fact checked us for saying that humans are the greatest impact, have the greatest impact on weather in the planet, and
Yeah,
not the goddamn fucking sun. Shut the fuck. Anyways, man,
we're destroying God's miracle creation every day. Us,
we are God's
the people.
creation. Oh
I'm trying to tell you, we're getting fucking lied to, man, every day. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I saw like people in my community like posting pictures. They're like, "Oh, check out the purple lights and shit." Like, it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, I saw the purple, but it was really cool. That was actually really neat. I thought it was pretty neat. I have no idea what it is or what's going on, but who knows? Could be an act of God, could be a fucking hologram in the sky. Who fucking knows at this point, right?
But it was nice.
Let me see here. What is this? What is this infographic here? What's this trying to tell us? Women's interest in men based on their facial sexual.
Oh, I saw
dimorphism.
this one. Yeah, I like this one.
Most masculine. Okay, what? So these are the enemy. So they're viewed as enemy, but they're really horny for the enemy, right? Short-term mate, long-term mate. You know, they don't see it as an enemy, but they get real horny for him. Least masculine goes straight to friend, and totally not horny for the least masculine dude.
Right.
Possibly an enemy. That stayed about the same. The average man hits all three in the middle. They don't know what to think of the average man. Friend, fucker, enemy, I don't know what's happening here. I don't really care to find out. However, this masculine guy, I really want to fucking hate that guy, but I really want to fuck him. Anyways, sorry, these are my jokes about this. But what do you think, Shenanigans? What do you think's happening here with this infographic?
I mean, you were pulling it out there, yeah. Like, yeah, like, look, what it says, short-term man, long-term man. Okay, let me just put it more big so I can see it better. Yeah, bro, like, literally, look, where it says, what does it say on the last one?
What over here? Least masculine? Is that what you're talking about?
Least masculine? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Least masculine men have the least interest in
Yikes.
sex from women, right? Or women have the least.
Yikes. Okay. Hey.
And by the way, this is just an infographic pulled from the web. Who knows if it's real? Who knows if it's accurate, right? Some guy.
Bro, I know that it's not real, bro. You just gotta believe in yourself, bro.
It does seem to have some real world stuff in it, you know. But
bro, something will come flying to you, bro. But let me tell you something. That is true about the more masculine men.
okay,
They normally hate him, but they want to fuck him. That's for sure. Like that.
Well, I think it goes back to tribal instincts 100%. If she feels like you can kill her, she knows she can be defended. So she wants to fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She wants to reproduce.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
They're just gonna see a skinny man, you know, just like nothing, just like, you know, they just gotta be like, you know what, he could be a good friend.
Right.
They just gotta throw you to the friend zone like this. Whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you stay there.
They've done plenty of studies on this. It's exactly what Dex said. It's the it's like they're it's like ingrained in you genetically, especially for females. And the reason why is because masculinity is usually associated with safety and security, right? But
and yeah, the chart is good, but when you talk about masculine, you're not just talking about physical attributes. You're mentally, like, and the way you present yourself and carry yourself.
Yeah. It's not everything just physically masculine, but But this chart is specifying their face, right?
Right. Yeah.
But it does apply to how confident the male is and how much financial security they have and how, you know,
resources.
Yeah,
for sure.
Basically, their interest in a dude is how safe they feel around a dude, right?
Right.
Like in like in that sense of like, what can this male provide to me? And they don't see a non-masculine male as a safe alternative for them, which is why they also believe that it says here in the graph that it's saying it's an enemy or whatever, but they also know that other women are vying for this male, which is why they see them as a short-term or a non-long-term mate as well, right? Which is why they also don't.
I like to play.
They also don't like having to fight for the male. Do you get what I'm saying, right? Because he's garnering a lot of attention from other females, and they want to have you be exclusionary to them. But anywho, That's
It's a
whatever.
good chart though. Good chart.
It is
Overall,
interesting.
I say it's a chart.
Thank you for the follow, Jam Studio. I do appreciate it, man. Thank you.
And if you are a young buck and you're in here watching this is the fucking real shit.
This is the real
Take
shit,
notes,
dog.
hit the gym, knock out the bully at school, and the bitches will be yours.
Exactly.
Or
That follow
you better
just
hit the
me.
gym.
You're not that big yet.
yeah, right. or you have you can be intellectually powerful and have good money, right? If you have a house and you have a business, and you may not be the most fit guy in the planet, but if you have that type of security, that's what a female's looking for. They look for security. In that
the broke Chad at the end of the day, if you're not paying the girl off every month with some allowance, she's gonna run off to the Chad eventually. So
Exactly.
keep that in mind.
You have to keep them mentally stimulated, right?
Right.
Meaning
Hey.
they like to argue, they like to fight, they need some stimulation. They have to have some interest in the relationship. If you're just providing that for them and you let them do whatever they're doing, then you have to engage with them as well. Otherwise, they will go start searching for other shit. But that's not all of them. I'm just saying, whatever. All right.
You gotta follow the Trinity, man. You gotta follow the full pack. If you got the full package, you got nothing to worry about. And you got a decent female that gets morals a little bit, that can follow your morals. You're good to go.
Yeah.
But it's rare.
Hey, or you can make her laugh. You can make her laugh, bro.
Exactly.
That works too.
That's engaging, and that's
Hey, if you get her to giggle, your thing could wiggle.
Well, somebody who makes other people laugh is usually, even though you may not see it, consciously, but subconsciously, that person's viewed as being a little bit more of an intellectual because they're able to see something from a different perspective, right, and make it funny. So that's why they like that. But anyways, let's go to this other one here. Moving on. This is an interesting one. I'm gonna have to zoom in on it to really read it out here. But
I like this one. I saw this one too. This one was good.
Do you see this piece of shit? Come on. All right. This is a single mom. She looks harmless, doesn't she? Yet single moms are crime production facilities. Countless studies have shown that single motherhood ruins children's lives. Single mothers cause disproportionately high crime rates, mental health issues, and it's so crazy because it is very fucking true. If a dad is not it helps to have a dad in the development of the child's, it's crazy how it's affects their mental and physical development not having a mom around. It is crazy. But I mean, and then having the dad to keep all that shit together, just boom, makes all that stuff so much better. But yeah, anyway, so single mother causes disproportionately high crime rates, mental health issues, drug abuse, and educational problems. Single fathers do not have such a negative impact. It's the mothers that become destructive when not supervised by men. 43% of prison inmates grew up in a single parent household. 60% are rapists and 72% of adolescent murders grew up without fathers. 63% of youth suicides come from fatherless homes. 90% of adolescent repeat arsonists live with only their mother. 85% of children who show behavior disorders come from fatherless homes, and so on and so forth. The list goes on. I've seen this before, and it is interesting, and it's the nuclear family, man. This is.
Yep. It goes back to that.
It's the mom. I'll give you my real world correlation, experience, even though it may not be whatever you guys want to think about it. But my daughter goes to a school, and all of her friends in her friend group aren't the troublemakers. They aren't the weirdos. They aren't the problematic mental health issue kids. All of her friends also come from 2-parent households.
Yeah, that is. Wow.
And it makes a huge difference when you can see like these are all good kids and they have good role models and good parental figures, right? It makes a significant difference in like exactly what it says here in behavior. But anyways, Shenanigans. What do you think, man? Do you think having a two-parent household is important?
Obviously, bro. Like coming from a household where, like, when I was little, my dad left.
Yeah.
I mean, he was still in contact, but like, uh, me saying this is just because like the way that my brother got affected on that, it was just like kind of like he just went out of his way doing his own thing, you
Yeah.
know. Even when my mom was trying to, kind of like, make his like protective side, you know. But my brother, he was more falling towards my dad instead of like my mom. Uh,
Did you still know your dad though?
no, no, yeah. So basically, my mom is from
Yeah.
Mexico right now, and my dad is from, basically I used to just live with him like for 5 years right now, like because he said the uh he brought me to the United States to live with him for like 5, 6 years. Right now I just live with myself. Well, with my brother, but uh, but it's crazy just the way of like him saying, "Oh yeah, I wanna bring you here to live with me, bro." We got into a fight because literally he not been there for like when I was. He lived when I was 3, and I started living with him when I was 17, almost 18. So
That's
it's
crazy.
a long it's a
Yeah.
long period.
That's 15
Right.
years.
Even
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So even though he was still there, like, in the picture, I can say, like,
That's
he
good.
still talked to me. Like, he used to go and visit me in Mexico, but like it was just like once in like a year, once in like 3 years, and he just stayed like a week. Not nothing too crazy, but at the same time, it was just like um me saying like, my mom was basically the one who raised me and
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, but I know how they're saying this just because like I've been seeing this like when there's not a father figure in the picture, like I can tell you this, my um how can I say this, um my aunt, right,
Mm.
uh she didn't have a husband because uh basically something, I don't remember if he dies when before my uh before she was, you know, how can I say this? Like, well, the point is, right? The way that she's, my, okay, so what's that? Sorry. Da, da, da. My cousin.
Your
Sorry,
cousin. Oh, you're good.
it just went out of the way. Okay,
The
so
primo.
Primo.
the primo. So my cousin, right?
Yeah.
The way, just being with her mom, bro, it's just like, totally different. It's just like he's just like the little baby, that no one can touch him, no one can tell him nothing, he
Yeah.
got everything that he got out of the head, and now like looking to my family where, obviously, I used to have a dad, but kind of being in the picture still, uh, the way the way that I'm behaving is way different of the way that, my cousin is behaving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. As long as there's some sort of like, as long as the mom's in the picture and the dad is still quasi in the picture, it during the formative years of the adolescent makes a huge difference. And it doesn't
Yeah.
always predicate whether or not somebody's for sure going to be a problem to society or a menace to society, as that
It's
being said,
it,
right?
Right.
It's just
it's a
saying,
string line. It's like a string line effect. Like you can
yeah,
bounce to the mother, bounce to the father, and you can get the nurturing from the mother, and then you're like in real life,
you
you
get
got
the,
the prideful father figure who
yeah,
takes shit serious, and that's the beauty behind the nuclear family is
yeah,
like that kid gets best of both worlds. He's supposed to get the nurturing, and he's supposed to get the okay shit business time. It's not
yeah.
this
The
is what
good,
it is.
it's like the father figure is more the educational, like leadership, like what you look up for morality and for role model, right? It's like your role, and then making sure that person's. So if you don't have any role model in your life, I think is what. Anyways, so it's just showing that this is disproportionately a majority of the people that are problematic in society or
But we're not sure if these statistics are 100% true, but it's 100% factual, man. You gotta.
I'm just getting what the graphics giving me, man. I'm working with it.
I mean, I think it's from the beginning times. Like best societies were built with both parents in the household around children. But as they get older, I don't know if it's proven, but I have read things, especially like during the I forget what it's called.
What?
Like during Spartan Corinthian times, stuff like that. That
going back
the
to the
mother,
Spartans, huh?
yeah, the mother slash wife was not to be. You're not supposed to be around them more than I think it was like 4 hours a day. Like you remove the kids away from them. Only 4 hours max.
Yeah, because it's like what the Bible said, not to spare the rod from the child. Like like as the mother wouldn't really be a good disciplinary figure, as the father would correct you for bad behavior, right? More often than the mother would. And when a mother has more of a nurturing, protective, and they're not really the good disciplinary example for the child, but typically, right? That's not all the time. I don't want to. But I'm just
I mean, I'm sure there's mothers that
average.
are stern that can throw it down. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a rare breed of single mothers that got both features in them and they kill it. Not saying that there's not, but the majority are not going to be able to do it, and that's just
exactly.
All right, we can go on to the next topic here. I think we got that one.
Be a nuclear family.
Yeah.
Lesson to all this: be a nuclear family. Find a mate, morally, equivalent to you, your beliefs, your system. Have kids, raise them right, raise them to be badasses.
Yep.
Woman or male, it doesn't matter.
Or don't have kids if you don't want to do that stuff, right?
Right.
Fair.
If you want to be a father and you want to be a husband, have a kid. Find the right person for yourself, right? And be a good person. But if that's not in you and you don't want that, do not fucking do it. And don't fucking dump loads into women and expect them to raise your fucking kid, right? Because you're not helping society. All right. Anyways, moving on. France upholds the ban on paternity tests. Don't worry, there's no mistake in the title. It is true. French men are forbidden by law to attempt to find out whether the child they are paying for is in fact their child or not. This is such a great segue into this. In fact,
wait, what?
Yeah, it is. It has been illegal for men to attempt to find out if their child is theirs for many years. But a few days ago, the ban was challenged once again, and the government upheld the ban. It is anyway. So, I'm sure there's more here we can read into, but I think that's the gist of what's going on here. Shenanigans. What do you think about this one, huh?
Bro, that's crazy. Like,
yeah.
How?
Bro, it's fucking crazy, bro.
How they gonna be making is this actually my kid? Let me check that out, But bro, that's
I never had sexual intercourse with her. How is it mine?
So wait, yeah. You're telling me there's no Maury Povich show in France? You are not the father. God damn! Right? You've been paying for this kid?
And then they start dancing.
That over there. Dex, what do you think about this, man? Hit me with your ideas, man.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I mean, look, when it comes to intercourse, both parties are found guilty, so
Yes.
it's both responsibilities. Both should also have, I mean, obviously the mother knows it's her kid, but the man should know if it's his kid or not. That's fucking crazy, man.
I agree.
I don't even understand, like, is there a reasoning to ban it? Like, what was
Well,
the, usually you ban something because there's an issue, right? What
yeah.
is the issue,
Too many
right? You know what
guys
I
were
mean?
finding around there, women were not faithful. These hoes ain't loyal.
But the
Anyway.
thing, how is that? But the thing, why would you ban paternity tests in general? Why would you do that?
I think it's because they're trying to think like what's in the best interest,
Bro.
whether or not the child is that person's, um, son or daughter or whatever. I think they're trying to go with whether or not that child is yours. It still needs support,
Well, I
right?
mean, no shit, but I mean,
Yeah,
dude,
right.
if it ain't mine, it ain't mine. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Hey,
I agree.
that's my, after that, it's my decision. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Let me
why
know.
are you held responsible? It's kind of like the how California is trying to pass a legislation for people to pay through their taxes for reparations for slavery, right? If you never had the slaves in this state and you never owned slaves, why do you have to fucking pay for reparations for that shit, right? It's kind of like that. Like, if you never owned this and it wasn't part of you, then why do you have to pay for it? And that's what I mean. I don't know if there's any kind of fucking child support laws, but it does say in the paragraph there that it's um, whether the child they are paying for is in fact their own, right? So there's some kind of financial like support happening here. So I'm of the belief that like, and even here in the United States, man, I think that any fucking state that allows abortions should not allow child support, right?
Right.
Because the mother had the opportunity without the father's say to keep the child, right?
I see what you're doing. Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
the
see
man
you.
can't force the woman to
But
get the abortion whether or not he wanted the kid, right? So if you can't do that, if you don't have that say, then why do you have to pay child support?
it's two evils though, man. At the end of the day, I would rather both of them be just completely eliminated. But at the end of the day, I feel like child support is more important than abortion. Abortion just needs to be get rid of that
Yeah,
stupid shit.
but the problem
But
is the mother chose to keep that child, right? At that
yeah,
point.
but
I
it
mean, yeah,
should.
but
But
like,
that shouldn't be there in general at all. Period. So like
I mean,
we're trying to constitute something that shouldn't even fucking be there from the beginning. You know what I'm
Right, right,
saying?
right. I'm
If
just
that's
saying.
not there, then.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I see what you. I know.
hey,
I agree with your. Conflicting. I get it
yeah.
though. I do get what you're saying.
But
Basically, they should have a choice to pay if they have
correct,
a choice. Yeah.
correct. And it's usually the states that have really hard laws for both. You know what I mean? Like anyways, yeah.
I
But
Um,
mean, I guess if it is like, I mean, I guess where you guys going, but also I guess it is more to like if it is sexually consent, you know, if it was something like she was being sexually abused by someone, and
yeah,
then
I know what you're
yeah,
talking about. Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a
I
contradiction
think
of saying,
But
okay, yeah, you can abort, but if it is like
correct.
someone who actually like being, oh yeah, we agree of having like sex and
Yeah, yeah,
everything,
yeah.
I still think
then
the statistics on that are so minimal that I still think you have that kid and maybe you could put it up for adoption or
Yeah.
that's still a life, bro. Fuck it, you know what I
oh
mean?
no,
But
absolutely, absolutely, I'm not
that
denying that.
and that's why I don't make laws. That's why I'm not because I would probably throw everybody to the fucking grinder personally. You know what I mean? That's why they don't elect me. You know what I mean? So and
Hey,
that's
you hear it here first. The new Hitler, right here.
New no, I'm not. Well, that's a whole nother topic for another day about the abortion subject. But it's like I do think that in this scenario, like, I think it's kind of fucked up. You should have the right to know whether or not that something that you're raising is your own child. Some people don't give a shit, Some people are just,
Yeah.
just have that heart in them where they're just like, I don't care whether this kid is mine or not. I still think it needs support, but I think for the majority of men, they would probably like to know whether if it's their
Exactly. I
fucking
mean,
kid
and more if they kind of get like financial support, At least, if you want to get some financial support, let the person be like, hey, you know what? Let me just know that that's my fucking child,
Yeah, I agree. Um, I'm gonna click on this next one here. It's nothing. I just thought it was funny because it kind of hits like the bottom line of like a dude and where they're at. It's like tell me your secret desires or your deepest desires. I just want to support my family by doing what I love while making a positive impact on the world.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
We
and
were just talking about that.
yeah,
Like
and it seems like society nowadays makes it harder and harder for you to do that, right? Like have a nuclear
exactly,
family,
bro.
have
Like
your home.
who doesn't want to do like what you love at the same time of supporting their family or even though the ones who love,
Yeah,
you know? But just do like I don't know, I like playing games and just get money from that, and just supporting your
yeah,
family by doing what you love, right?
I agree. I
Meanwhile, this guy's on a sex hotline.
yeah, that's why that's why it's so funny, bro.
Meanwhile,
But it's like, oh, you really want to know? Well,
well, if you actually
yeah,
want to know,
yeah, this is what I really want. Well, I tell Jake all the time that like this is me right here in a nutshell. Like, I just want to check out a society. You know what I mean? I'm sick of it. I hate the fucking. I feel like the guy in Texas, right? Just let me have my fucking piece of property and my peace of mind. You know, like they're overstepping. They're involving themselves in your life when you're just like I don't want any part of any problems or anything. I just want to be on my own and live. But they keep forcing you to suck out the fucking tax dollars and
No, especially today's show. Um, I like the fact that we're focusing on the nuclear family because I feel like it's so important, man. It really is. Like, if you can block out everything, and I mean, you have a family to focus on, you have to block out everything. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If you have a family to focus on, that's a full-time job, dude. You know what I mean? So I think that's important, and that's something it should be a goal worth striving for, man. And I think people just overlook it nowadays. Do it thou will.
yeah.
Bullshit has really taken over and made people fucking crazy. And but
Yeah, the further we've gone away from good morals and not just good morals for the individual, but good morals and support for society in our small groups, the further we've gotten away from um, basically having any kind of morality, right? Like there's so much promiscuity going on, right? And there's so much anyways, everybody is so um it's self-involved and self-absorbed because that's the way
right,
society's built and catered to go. So it's like all about like what's making you feel good. Oh, I don't want to do this because I don't. It doesn't feel good. I don't feel good, right? Like how many like people do you hear? Oh, I don't feel good. What the fuck does that even mean? Right? You're just saying I just don't want to do anything if it's not like in my own interest. Versus like people used to be a little more altruistic, where it's like I'll put my needs behind to help my fellow man, right, or my
right.
brother, or my sister, or my mom, or whomever. Um, and what's disgusting though is like we're getting forced that upon us by our government though, like put your own needs behind you to support us, the disgusting government that's doing
Yeah.
all these shitty fucking things and atrocities. But anyways, but on a real note is like you used to care about your neighbors, like I don't know how to do it
Yeah,
nowadays.
I don't know yeah.
Do you know your fucking
No
neighbor? I don't
shit.
know
When I
shit
was
about them,
young,
bro.
I knew every single neighbor. We used to run around and do like manhunts, cookouts,
Yeah, bro.
we used to grill crawfish with the sausages and the potatoes and on a
Yeah,
table, and we would the whole street would come
just get
and eat.
together. Yeah,
Now
do you
I
remember
don't even. I
potlucks,
don't,
right? Like the church
dude.
potlucks and shit, and like nobody
I,
does that shit anymore,
I
bro.
don't
It's
even know my
crazy.
neighbor's name, dog.
Same.
I don't even know.
I don't. I don't know any of my neighbors' names.
Yep. So
Crazy, dude.
crazy.
And
Yep.
like, and when that happens, and it's all by design, right? It's all constructed because once that happens and everybody's so about their own individual self, um, then when these new laws and restrictions come out, like like that guy having the police come and kill him because they said his grass was too fucking long. That's a little ridiculous, right? And his neighbors probably don't know him, so they
Yep.
probably don't give a shit,
Mm-mm.
right? So when they should be concerned because that could happen to them,
Right.
and that is, anyways, crazy, right? So it's like,
Could have been
uh
a good guy, but now he's just okay. He's crazy. That was a
yeah,
crazy guy, you know.
yep,
Could have been.
wasn't me. Why do
normal.
I care?
Yeah.
Sucks to
Yep.
be him. Hey, sucks to be that guy. Hey, there's some new shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hold
Dex
on.
and Adam podcast just went
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like, care about the people around you, right? I
Yep.
know they're all idiots and they're all annoying and it is very frustrating, but to deal with them because they're the ones that have also led to our society being this fucking way because they fucking allowed it. But care about them. Once you start caring about them, then everybody else will start caring as well, right? And not in the sense of like, oh, you should love everybody, not meaning that, but like, you should care about what's happening in your society and in your local fucking communities, right?
Yep.
And get involved and try and support it and make sure this type of shit doesn't wind up happening, right? And try advocating for people having more liberties, right? It's like the fucking what was that shit? The fucking 16th Amendment, the fucking tax shit. God damn, man, on that shit. Once we get to 100% tax, man, we're slaves, bro. We're getting closer. Anyways, let's go back to this lighthearted topic here. This one cracked me up. I was dying when I saw this come through.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So we got a fan of Andrew Tate coming in and telling Andrew Tate, "Hey, I tried to draw you top G. Please rate it out of 10."
This is great art, by the way. Great art.
Love it, man. Love it. And Andrew Tate's response was, "What is this shit? Never touch the pen again. Is this how my ears and head look, you idiot? Delete this. My bad. My bad, Top G." Bro, that shit had me rolling, man, when I saw this thing. What do you think about that, Dex?
I definitely think the head shape should have been longer, just a slight bit, but I see what he's doing. He did well.
There's
For what he was doing, he did well, man.
a show.
And
Go ahead.
I don't know much about the whole Top G thing. I've heard him have some good takes that I feel like he's a massive superstar, right? Everybody knows him. So
Yeah.
some of his takes, I feel like people do need to hear some of that shit. But then, at the same time, it's like I don't know about him, man. I really don't. But I would love to have him on the podcast as a guest if he ever wants
yeah,
to.
right. That would be fantastic. Love it, man. Get him. Can somebody hook us up with that, please? Can we get this coordinated? Thank you. There's a show called Idiot Abroad, and there's a guy named Carl Pilkington, and it just cracked me up because they made like little animated shorts of him, and if you ever listen to them, they're really, really funny clips of Carl Pilkington because of his takes on things are super funny. But it just cracked me up because this picture looked just like this guy's picture of fucking Andrew Tate, and it was cracking me up, dude. Shit. Oh god, I thought that was funny.
That is good, man.
I mean, some people like to hate on him because he got a lot of attention, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The guy is a great marketing person. He got into the public sphere based off of what he was doing, and he is clever and smart to be able to get that to happen, right? To be able to have that type of success. And whether you like him or hate him, he was still able to do that stuff.
Yep.
Let me see here.
I think this guy The guy who sent this picture knew what he was doing. He succeeded to the maximum and actually got him to respond. Well done.
Oh God, dude.
Well done. Whoever drew the picture and sent it to Andrew Tate,
It's phenomenal.
you're a top.
They really captured his essence, you know?
Yeah.
They got the eyes, the ears, the no chin. I mean, they nailed it, man. It was funny. All right.
He had to sit back and laugh, right? Andrew Tate, you would think so.
Yeah. If that was really him, it was. Who knows? That's all entertainment. Like we said, some of the shit's just entertaining and funny, not real stories. Just take of it what you want. So 60 billion for Ukraine, 14 billion for Israel, 9 billion for Gaza, 4.8 billion for others from foreign aid from the U.S. Yeah, $0 for the border crisis, which I believe is not true, but zero effective dollars actually handling the border crisis. $0 for veterans, which is also not true, but it seems that way, right? Like we're not putting I'm saying you could take all this instead of saying zero, but change it to effective money, right? Like it's definitely not this amount of money, right? We're definitely not spending what is this, like $90 billion on these things, you know, but whether or not we did, is it effectively being spent? And then we'll get into that later on, which is right here, right? So here's an example of that is blue state dims turn on governor as homeless council can't account for 20 billion in spending. So California over the last 5 years has spent $20 billion to help their homeless crisis. And however, our homelessness hasn't decreased. It is increased significantly over the last 5 years. Yet we spent $20 billion to try and do something about it. Now, do you think that these are effective dollars being spent? And then also, sorry. So now when they're calling it into account, and they're saying, and they're calling these people who were the heads of these departments, and they're saying, all right, what'd you guys spend this money on? And they're like, I don't know. I have to look at the thing, and we'll have to, they can't answer for it, right? Because they're being called into question about what did you fucking do, right? You got all this fucking money. What did you fucking do? So now that you guys are informed on this, and this can harken back to these things here too, right? Like, what is the 60 billion doing right now for fucking Ukraine? Has that solved anything? And this 14 billion for Israel, is that solving any fucking problems? No.
I don't even think it's going there, bro.
Not even.
It's like half that shit's going into fucking missiles and the other half are going into politicians' pockets. That's what I feel about it, right? But it's like, is this shit even fucking helping? And that 14 billion to Israel is just this year alone. That's not the billions and billions of dollars we sent them every fucking year.
But they're gonna do it on their own. Yeah,
that's right. They get no help from anybody. All right, so Shenanigans, what do you think about this? What do you think of our government spending?
I think it's dumb.
It's short and sweet. I love it.
Short and sweet.
Boom. It's dumb.
It's just like they're spending so much money in like stuff that they can, you know, they can be even like putting their own money to make, like, you know, they say America better, you know?
Yeah. Well, this is an example of California, 20 billion. It was there. The money's there. The people agreed it's there. And like what you said, it's dumb. It was not
but the thing is, like,
handled.
Yeah, right. But the thing is, like, what do they spend it on? You know, those 20 billion, right?
It's a lot of fucking
That's
money.
A lot of fucking money to not be seen any fucking, like,
pass a 1-year law, only spend money on American reasons, and see how it goes.
Yeah, like pass the legislation for like $100 billion to help with the problems in America. The problem is, it's exactly like this though. Yeah, do I want homelessness to be addressed? Right. Okay, let's throw $20 billion at it. Who the fuck's running this shit? That's the problem. Right? They call it like the permanent state. It's the fucking the people that are unelected, that don't give a shit, don't know what they're fucking doing. They got in because of DEI shit, right? And they're running these programs, and because of so much bureaucracy, so much red tape, I guarantee none of this shit goes anywhere. It just goes to help fund the fucking people working there, right? To increase their budgets and go, I need this money, and we blew all of it. And now when they actually get called into a question about it and try to verify any kind of accountability, they can't have nothing to fucking show for it because they misappropriated and mishandled this fucking amount of money.
Adam, I sent you a picture of
You're
the solution. No, the solution.
Shut up, bro.
I found the solution.
Yeah, no, but the solution is people need to fucking wake up and get involved, right? Care about what's happening. Stop letting these fucking idiots do this for you. Get them out. They don't. They got in there just to make money. These are fucking. This guy is a fucking sociopath. That guy doesn't give a shit about your community or you or how your money's being handled. This guy doesn't give two fucking shits because he's making hand over fist millions of dollars. Okay? Like, stop thinking this type of shit is going to solve your fucking problems. You, this community, you, the person, the individual, along with your
Rights.
neighbors, along with, yeah, I know, right? Along with your right, along with your Second Amendment rights, we'll be able to fucking solve this problem. Yeah, Dex, I got a hot take here. This one is gonna hit the globe here. And let me know what you think about this.
By the way, Adam, when you run out of topics, I just want to say maybe do a little skim through at the bottom down there. Mark is on fire right now.
Oh, okay. No, we got plenty of them. We got plenty.
Okay.
What do you?
Okay. Solution to all world problems. Okay.
What do you, Dex, what do you think about this? Jim Boy's Tacos celebrating 70 years by giving 70-cent tacos away in May. What do you think about that, Dex? What do you think about this hard-hitting news article?
Do you see what's going on here? Yeah, it looks like I'm
about it, dude. I need to get me some fucking tacos, man.
Looks like I'm gonna go eat some tacos.
Dude, 70-cent tacos? Fuck yeah, dude. This is the kind of news I want to hear. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like, cheaper food? Shit, yeah.
Is it human meat?
Yeah.
Probably.
But you're making tacos for 70 cents? I'm about it, bro. We can make this shit happen. Let's get it, man. That right there is a fun-loving, good type.
And they're still profiting? What the fuck?
Yeah, how's this happening, man? Fucking, I thought inflation was through the roof right now. Oh man, I don't know what this is. All right, sorry, I'm going through. I don't trust these videos that get posted in our chat. You know, that our sources post because I haven't.
My videos are good, bro.
Okay. I don't because they haven't been vetted, so I don't know if they're appropriate for on air. But I do.
No, Mark. I think you take Mark's word for sure.
Okay.
You need this.
And if you get banned, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's all you get.
All you get, bro. I'm sorry.
What's this one? Let me see. What is this? Oh shit.
But yeah, guys, we might be streaming on YouTube soon, Rumble. You need to follow us on those platforms because we may not be on this one much longer. So if you enjoy the content, you enjoy what we're talking about, what we're doing, Follow us on the other socials. And
I don't know
we
how
keep it
to
rolling.
I don't know how to share this one here. Maybe I'll have to download it real quick and then we can view it. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if this works. Okay.
We are going to be banned. We are the
In the
most
West, they got
bannable
a
podcast
movement called
in the world. So
wokeness,
it is coming.
where you are super sensitive about other
There
people's
we go.
issues, and you become hypersensitive when other people somehow or others say things or mention things or refer to you without the respect which you or your super subgroup feel you are entitled to. It leads to very extreme attitudes and social norms, particularly in some academic institutions, universities. You talk about safe spaces, you talk about appropriate pronouns, you talk about I'm about to say something which may be offensive to you. If you don't want to hear it, perhaps you'd like to leave now. And life becomes very burdensome. And I don't think we want to go in that direction. It does not make us a more resilient, cohesive society with a strong sense of solidarity. We must be more robust.
Okay, I agree with what he's saying, but I think it's really kind of hypocritical because Singapore has a lot of fucking like a lot of non free speech friendly laws, right? So
I've never
that's
heard of
Singapore.
Asians with a Jamaican accent, bro. That's actually
Well, he's
impressive.
from Singapore. Yeah. But America has a ton of free speech. Obviously, we have the most free speech in any other fucking country in the planet, you know. So we don't. But it's appropriate to keep that kind of stuff. But I do like what he's touching on.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
Yeah, compare Singapore streets to ours.
true. Yeah, true. But like, you can fucking get your hand cut off or some shit like that just for fucking
For
doing the wrong-
graffitiing.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
you shouldn't
I
have
think
been
that's-
fucking
I
shit
think that was
up.
in the 90s that the guy went to Singapore and spray
he-
painted a wall or something, and
Yeah.
he got caned
Yeah.
for some bullshit.
So they have some pretty extreme laws over there, man.
I like this. I think I go to Singapore.
You know, leftist extremists call for extreme measures.
Yeah. You know, that's kind of true too. But they've had those laws for a really, really long time.
No, that guy, he definitely. I would sit in a room with him and chop it up.
Yeah. At the same time, though, like I get the sentiment behind some of it, but I think a lot of it is extreme, and then like, I don't know. I think America. I think us having our liberties and our freedoms is a lot more important than.
I see what you're saying. You can't go chopping people's tongues out because they say something. It's
Yeah,
retarded.
exactly. Or
But I mean, at the same time, he I don't think he's. I don't know where he comes from. Maybe they do that where he's from, but
he was
I
the
think
prime
he's
minister
just
of Singapore. Yeah.
that guy was.
Yeah.
Dude, I like that guy.
But you know what I'm saying that the hypocrisy of him saying like, we should be able to be more robust and be able to say, you know, people shouldn't be as offended by certain things, yet they have these fucking laws that are catered to that kind of shit. So it's like take it what he's saying with a grain of salt. All right. What do you think about this one? It's not a lot to read here. What do you think?
Oh,
Yeah, I'd just like to say, you know, this Mother's Day, be grateful that you didn't have a mom like one of these in the background here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy
Look
shit.
at the one on the back of the left, bro. He's like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like they're all have like this smile, like especially this bitch. Like, are you sure this is okay? Like, this dad over here loving it. He's fucking loving this.
What the fuck is going on, man? What are these people thinking?
Dude, I don't know, man.
This guy should be being clubbed to death right now.
You think they'd allow this in Singapore? Probably not.
they mind.
There'd probably
I'm
be a
just
canning
kidding,
party.
man. It's just why are the babies there, bruh?
I'm just thankful that these children probably won't remember this.
Yeah, that's bro. We're literally okay. We got one toddler here to the left that's probably gonna be traumatized, right? What is the point in having the children here? This is like something you go out with your girlfriends and like at a bachelorette party or something. I don't know what's going on here. All right, why are the kids involved? Why did we straight take them to a strip club? I don't know.
It's called normalization. They're trying to normalize it.
Yeah.
Where is this taking place?
If-
What state? What institution? What the fuck is happening?
It doesn't have any context, but this shit happens in like Portland, California, Washington. Like they have the dude. It's so. If a guy took a piss like 30 yards outside of a school, that guy would be in jail for like being a pedo, right? Exposing himself in front of children. Yet these fucking people take their kids to these like pride parades and shit, like the gay pride parades that they have in San Francisco, like these gay pride fucking festivals they throw and shit. These dudes are literally just walking around with their dicks out in front of fucking children.
Oh, that's not legit?
Yeah. Like people, like in any other context, that motherfucker should be going to jail. But because it's a gay
tell
person.
me y'all seen that.
What?
I said, speaking of not going to jail, tell me y'all seen that shit.
No, dude, and they're not.
Straight got a bank robbery in.
But you know what I mean though? It's like any outside of this fucking context and outside of these protections and immunities, these fuckers should be in jail for doing this shit in front of children.
Into the grinder,
They
bro.
want to normalize that shit because, like, you see,
No,
what be
100%.
happening. Like, all these fucking elite motherfuckers be on some weird fucking little
They're
boy
all
butt
like,
fetish.
and this should lead into Drake. All right, Dex. Drake.
No. Hold on, one more.
What?
There was a Detroit picture I thought was really good.
Which one? No, let's talk about Drake though. Then we'll go into the Detroit thing or whatever.
Okay.
But
yeah, I'll hit it.
This isn't coming from these communities, bro. This shit's coming and being allowed by people in authority.
Oh, no, it's being pressed upon people, dude, because these weird little closet cats, bro, that are in power.
And it's my belief that when these people that are in authority come out as fucking pedos, they go, "Hey, dude, age of consent's 12 years old, bro. It's okay that I'm a sick fuck."
And we have the solution. I sent it to Adam earlier.
Or like,
you know,
hey, yeah, I know, right? Or like, hey, dude, it's okay that I was naked in front of these little kids because I'm a trans man, bro. It's totally that. Like, I have a woman. Immunity. You can't.
It's a woman.
Are you?
Come on now.
I know, right? It's like, yeah, they're setting themselves up for these, establishing these, like exactly what Mark said. They're normalizing it, right? They're establishing these norms and forcing you to accept this shit, so that way they can continue to do it, and on a more extreme level. If you want to do this shit, nobody gives a shit, bro. If you want to be this and fucking shake your ass in front of other dudes and other adults, go for it. Doing this shit in front of children is not okay. That children are the true protected class of society.
Not anymore, because the mothers are brainwashed to thinking otherwise, clearly.
Yeah,
and hey, if you want to ruin your child, so be it. Do your thing. I mean, I don't know what to do at this point. There's one solution. I know the solution. So, you know, but it's only a matter of time, I feel like.
Yeah, here's our role models, dude, in Hollywood. These are the best dressed dudes in
oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
You know, totally, man. Gotta love it.
Where are the suits? Like, where are the fucking? Where's
this guy's wife and kid? You know, oh, he doesn't have any because that's not the role model you want to promote.
Masculinity is toxic, so you need to put them all in dresses.
You know what's so funny about the toxic masculinity thing, Mark, is that if you just remove masculinity from toxic and just replace that word with toxic behavior, anything that applies to toxic masculinity just applies across the board. Right?
Well, it's not toxic isn't the enemy, it's the masculinity.
Correct. That's the whole point. 100%. It's the reality is they're just pointing out toxic human behaviors, but they're including and want you to have that in your mind that it's masculine. And I'm glad that shit's washed away and fucking not as discussed anymore, because that shit's so dumb. That subwoofer with the AirPods, that was funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can really feel that bass.
Oh man, dude, this Detroit thing isn't even
It's insane,
bro. This shit isn't even that bad, man. Like, compare Detroit from like the fucking 50s to today.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, this is just a 10-year decay. We got another 10 ahead of us.
yeah. Like,
And, you know, we don't know the actual situation. These houses look brand new, so maybe this community popped up in a very bad place, but I don't think so. I think this is probably.
There's always ghettos anywhere you go, like, you know. But here's Detroit, booming, bustling. Back in the 50s, this is when the what do they have there? The fucking car manufacturing plants. Is what they fucking call it?
Steel, right?
No, yeah, but they
Motor City.
Motor City. There you go. It was the Motor City, man. It's where they had all the like Ford, Chevy, GMC. They were all out there. That's where all the cars were manufactured. We're out in Detroit, Michigan, and exactly like you said, they were Motor City. And then once they killed that and the manufacturing started going to other places, that's when this started to decline.
You unionize, make the wages artificially higher, and then you open to free trade. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, it's all going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, 100%. It's they're gonna go where the labor's cheaper, and the costs are cheaper. And that's usually the reason why the costs are so fucking expensive, is because it's like, well, our energy costs here are ridiculous. They're astronomical.
I mean, this is an attack on America, man. This picture itself is an attack.
Yeah.
It's incredible, man.
What is this?
The light bill is so high. That's why you have to get solar panel.
Yeah. Oh god, look at these things. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at the ones that you posted here, Mark. Like that guy here. This one's hilarious, bro. What do you think about this one, Dex? Would you strap one of these bad boys on?
Bro,
I don't need to.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If I got a baddie wife, you know, she's good, you know, she's great, and she pops one of them things out, and she wants me to feed our kid, man, you know.
That's the best way to do it.
And the privacy of our home, bro, you know, if she's trying to take a little break, I might have to, you know what I'm saying?
So just take note, this is Biden's Secretary of Transportation. So happy Mother's Day to Pete Buttigieg.
Is that Pete Buttigieg right there?
Yes.
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 That's so funny, bro. Dude, the thing is like, a bottle will do just fine, bro. You don't need to bust this apparatus out, bro. What has he got, a CPAP milk delivery system going here? What the fuck's going on, bro? I got this is the Tit Simulator 9000. What the fuck is going on, bro?
Fuck.
Dude,
Feels like a real nipple.
the kid won't know the difference. You don't even need a mom. Who gives a shit?
This guy, just look at him. It looks great.
Bro, that guy's probably
You
a
see?
pedo, bro. He probably went and fondled that kid after
Yeah.
the fucking photo was done, anyways. Fuck these
Bro, but
people,
we're
bro.
just not talking about taking the
Fucking
mom out of the
creeps.
picture. There you go.
This is another good one. What if the bank runs out of money? Some players think the bank is bankrupt if it runs out of money. The bank never goes bankrupt. To continue playing, use slips of paper to keep track of each player's banking transactions until the bank has enough paper money to operate again. The banker may also issue new money on slips of ordinary paper. Does this sound? It sounds like.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, this sounds like our Federal Reserve is taking cues from Monopoly, bro. Hey, what's that? We're running out of money. Hold on. Let me fire up the old printing machine. Yeah, dude. Don't worry, man. We got some new fake dollar bills rolling out there and devaluing the existing currency. It's fucking phenomenal.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh man, dude. Shit, dude. I think that's pretty much it. On solos. Oh, that one's funny. I think that's all we got for this week, man. What do you think, Dex? You got oh, that's right. Let's talk about the Drake thing. We never really got to fucking touch on that.
Yeah, it's the biggest pop culture thing I think going on right now. I think everybody, even if you don't listen to hip hop music, you probably heard about it. Drake and Kendrick Lamar going at it. It's actually the whole. So here's the thing: Universal Music Group is a company, a label company. All the artists in this beef are signed under Universal Music Group. You can look it up yourself.
They
got
them. A whole Wikipedia page on this shit, dude. What the fuck?
Right. Yeah. So all these people involved in this beef are under the same label, the same people. They're all making the same. The money's all going to the same place,
yeah.
And it's basically it's a fabricated beef, which is really cool. Something that happened that's really cool. I don't know if you guys heard. Kendrick Lamar actually made all his beef tracks, his diss records towards Drake, non-copyrighted. So YouTubers who react to his shit, they get 100% profits, which is a good thing because they are hyping up the beef, the reactors. People watch it. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's given
it's a good marketing.
The sewer rats.
Yeah.
It's giving the sewer rats some money, man. And us sewer rats need some money, man, to help support our families and whatnot, while these guys fucking roll in the fucking millions and fuck all the hot models and whatnot and young kids. But yeah, Drake is being claimed as a pedophile, which is kind of crazy. It's some crazy claims. Whose involvement at his young career was involved with Diddy. Coincidence? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's a really, really good back and forth. It's actually one of the best back and forth hip hop has ever had, and I think it was built this way to make even more money because hip hop was at a decline. Now with this beef, it is at the highest. It's up there now. It's climbing.
Yeah,
numbers are climbing.
They needed to drum up business.
Yeah,
they needed.
Yep.
Any publicity is good publicity, right?
Right. Right. And the way it ended, it's not really done. Drake's house actually got shot up. Bodyguard was actually shot. Stuff like so. There is shit still going on with the beef, but as far as the diss tracks, they've stopped, and it pretty much ended at it's like a Mexican standoff almost. You know what I mean? Like everybody's kind of just looking at each other and. Yeah,
what do you mean by that?
Like one of those old school Mexican standoffs, man.
Well, I think
shooting kind of stops, and
I think one of the interesting things too is that I think this guy's getting accused of being a young person enjoyer,
Yeah, he is.
So,
and there's
right. See, that's the lyric.
They have video of him pulling a 17-year-old up on stage and like kissing on her and stuff like that. But he didn't know she was 17. After he asked her, then he stepped back, I think. Yeah. But he told her still how fine he thought she was and stuff like that. It's just Yeah, you never know. You never really know, man.
Yeah, I think that what was that Nardwar guy was interviewing him, and he was like, "Yeah, I heard you like kissing your fans, you know, and are you still doing that?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't do that anymore." But I mean, it's like I don't know. I mean, I don't give a shit. I think I don't like any of them. I don't listen to their music. I think the only song I like one song of Drake's. He's got one good song, but I think once you get to a certain level in Hollywood and music industry, I think there's a certain uh, allotment of creepiness that you have to accept. You know, like Puff Daddy, Jay-Z.
BBL Drizzy.
Yeah, who was that one guy that there people were like suspecting that he like killed his own kid to get a contract and shit like that.
Oh yeah, he's a
like,
podcast. He's the guy with the podcast, right?
yeah, like, and then like what was that? The whole thing with Suge Knight talking about with like it's creepy, bro. Like once you like look up how involved the CIA is with corporations and media and their involvement in like drug trafficking, sex trafficking. I mean, it's been known that our CIA has been involved. Like they're almost like the new mafia with drug trafficking. Like people understand that, but they're like they have this like weird refusal to accept that the CIA is also involved in like human trafficking as well, right? And then like, okay, now what is our, you know, politicians' involvement with our CIA and the FBI? It's these permanent states of our fucking governance that are just fucking corrupt and disgusting. And anyways, man, that's we can always tie it back to that. But
And let me go ahead and say this. And if you do follow this, I love music. I follow it just because I think it's entertaining. You know, I don't really take it. I take it as a grain of salt.
Yep.
But any person who is going to fucking sit there and rap about somebody as like a diss track, it's kind of just if you kind of just sit back and think about it, it's kind of fucking lame. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, bro, what are you doing? Yeah, if you really just sit back and it's kind of fucking lame. Like, you ain't doing shit. You just talking shit, bro. You ain't about
That's true.
nothing. So it's, I don't know. It's all kind of it's entertainment. It's funny,
Just
you know.
but then
Um,
yeah, it is entertainment. It's like but that's how Tupac got shot, man. You know. And
well, I mean,
Biggie-
then you
Smalls,
look.
man.
I mean, he was fucking with some players. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Many men.
So
Oh yeah, yeah. 50 Cent. We did
Yeah.
call me. Yeah. I mean, I thought that was a interesting one because that's in the mainstream narrative right now. Like, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the pod. For our pod topics today. Do you guys have anything you want to add or any socials you want to plug? Shenanigans. Do you have a stream you want to advertise? Like, come check me out, Shenanigans.
I mean, bro, I think the only thing that I'm gonna say, bro, just come and watch with Adam, bro.
Oh,
You
thanks,
know?
man. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Yeah, thank you all for coming in, checking us out. Give us a like and subscribe if you like what you guys were enjoyed today. Sorry, I've been kind of tired today just because I've been sick. I had like a stomach flu yesterday and I wasn't feeling too hot. But you know, check us out. I just uploaded the last week's podcast onto YouTube a couple days ago, so check us out on YouTube at Atom&Dex on YouTube. And all the
make sure you go follow us and comment on our YouTube, you know, letting us know that you want to be a part of our little community. We'll get you in. Look, we are getting banned. There's no way around
it's gonna
it.
happen, man.
You guys,
You gotta get
anything
in
that
while
we
it's
have,
hot.
you gotta get in. You gotta get into everything that we're involved with because we are gonna get taken down. And the more places you follow us, the better we can direct you to where we're going next and to continue this journey, this experience for you guys. You have to be with us, right? So,
dude, right now we're at such a low level that you know nobody's gonna give a shit. But you know, but at some point, if we keep
The
talking
goal.
about these, yeah,
The goal is to get banned. So get
the
on
ultimate,
board.
yeah. But yeah, thank you guys all. We'll be on next weekend, next Saturday, Sunday, as well. Eventually, once we start getting some more, you know, maybe we can start cutting these down to like hour-long podcasts and do like twice a week at some point. But you know, right now we're just doing Sunday, and we do like roughly around 2 hours. And you're welcome to enjoy. Check us, like I said, watch us on YouTube. You can listen to us on your while at work or while driving to, you know, on your commute. That's
You know,
always
you're in
good.
the bathroom. You know,
Taking a shit, man. Put it on the
Yep.
background
That's
and
bro.
listen to us make stupid comments about stupid subjects. It's a
And
lot of fun.
production team is working hard around the clock, 24/7.
Busting their
More
ass,
things are
getting these-
coming.
Getting us these awesome topics to talk about. Thank you
Yep.
for all of your guys' input and support. Appreciate every one of you. All right, yeah, I think we can wrap it up here. I'm gonna end it
All
on
right,
the.
bro.
I'm gonna end it on the intro. That's our outro. Dex, we still need to get the outro. You need to make one. Get together with Mark and make an outro for us. All right, check us out next week. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Later.
Warning. The Atom&Dex show contains adult language, adult content, psychological mayhem. Listener discretion is advised. And now, the internet's most bannable podcast, The Atom&Dex Show.